Hey, what's up YouTube? Hope you're having a good day. It's your boy Xombat, back with another breakdown. I know I've been kind of spamming these on the channel, but, you know, I'm glad you all have been enjoying it, so that's why I keep doing them. And today we're back with another one, this time featuring Ermac, which I believe to be the most underrated character. Now, listen, Ermac is really good. Everyone knows he's good, but I don't, like, people don't know how good he really is. Like, if you fought Ermac, because Ermac is a character which I'll say I think he's really well designed because he's a really good character, but he's not the easiest to play, right? So he actually has a skill gap to him because of his execution factor, how you have to play him in general. So I think he's really well designed. Definitely like top 3 designs in the game, to be honest. As a character, I actually think he's the best designed DLC character they released easily. So really well designed, and I think the reason I think he's underrated is because I know people know he's good, but I think this character is like super, like I think he's top 10. In my last tier list I had him like top 10 or top 12, and I easily think he's a top 10 character. Now if you're asking me where, it's probably like 7 to 10, that range, somewhere there. So I definitely think he's either, you know, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, somewhere there, but I definitely think he's top 10. So I'm gonna be breaking down why I think this character is so good, and once again, if you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure to drop a like, you know, sub if you want to for more videos like this, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So right off the bat, what type of character is Ermac? He is a strike throw character, meaning his main way of opening you up is either with a strike or a throw. Now the reason he's a strike throw character is because he's not really a 50-50 character. He does have an overhead starter and a low starter, because the sweep is a low, but you can combo it. So he does have overhead and low starter, but the overhead is 23 frames, so it is reactable. So he's not really a mix-up character, right? But the mix-ups come in his strike throws, because he gets throw combos with a lot of his cameos. So right off the bat, he gets throw combos, and obviously, you know, if you hit him with the character, he gets combos like that. So, right off the bat, he's a strike throw character. The range you want to be playing, this character is literally played at this range right here. Like, you want to be in the face of the opponent, because this character is literally all pressure, and he's strike throw, but with insane pressure. So, like, imagine Baraka, or like, who has the best like strike throw in the game? Baraka or Rain? You know, characters that can shimmy you plus combo you with a grab. Obviously Baraka doesn't do that with Kano, but he used to with Cyrax. Think of those characters where you always have to be guessing between a throw and a grab. A throw and a strike. And Ermac does that, except he has insane pressure. Now, you can still play Ermac full screen, but not really, because he doesn't have a projectile really. He has like this, but it's a slow moving low. So yeah, you're not really gonna be playing full screen. Mainly gonna be playing in this range, mid range, because he has buttons like this, and mostly you want to be in this range to this range. So let's go over his buttons. So Ermac's buttons right off the bat are kind of what make up the character. His buttons, along with his special moves, like, I mean, obviously every character is made up with buttons and special moves, but I mean, like, his buttons are, you know, kind of what make up a character, because some characters got like a broken special move that makes them up, or a broken overhead. Pretty much every one of his buttons has a use. So we'll start with his main. He has 2 main strings, and we'll start with the main one. 1, 2. This is his auto shimmy. Remember, his shimmy is a sequence of attack, like either a move, a string, that basically makes you think, basically makes the opponent think that you're gonna throw. So it's a string or an attack that's good at baiting throws. So, like, you know, whenever somebody walks up to you thinking, oh, they're gonna grab, so a shimmy basically looks similar to a grab and attacks on the same frame, so meant to catch a tech. So if I'm Kung Lao and I think, oh, Ermac is gonna grab me, I'll try to tech, I got hit right there, right? Try to tech the grab, I got hit. So that's what a shimmy is. Now an auto shimmy is basically a string that auto does it for you. It's in the name. So an auto shimmy will auto shimmy them for you. So when you go in here, if I just do 1, 2, it'll auto time a shimmy for me. You know, I'm not really, I don't have to time it. I could just do dash up 1, 2, and it's an auto shimmy. So 1, 2 being auto shimmy is pretty much like right off the bat his main pressure tool. This string is neutral on block, no gaps at all. The full string is actually safe on block as well, -7, and it actually has an auto confirm to it, which means if you do 1, 2, 3 with grab, you know, 1 plus 3 or grab, if they get hit by this string, you'll get this. That's 19%, and on block it won't come out. You're just -7. If they get hit, you'll get the ender. And with certain cameos, especially Janet, you know, you get a full combo on that, so that's a really strong tool. So anytime they try to poke after this, there's a mind game on that. So right off the bat, a good tool. Stand 1 is +2 as well. Great stagger as well. So yeah, his stand 1 string, or just stand 1 in general, like this whole sequence right here is really good. Like kind of what makes up the character. When it comes to his pokes, he has really good pokes too. Down 4 is actually a great poke, -9, and you guys see the range on it. Down 3 is a pretty good poke too. His down 1 is normal down 1. It's actually a pretty good down 1. It doesn't have a weakness to it. But his down 4 is really good. So definitely not lacking in the poke department or the standing jab department at all. Now stand 2, this bun is actually insane. This is a high, but look at the range it reaches. That means anytime you're walking in this range, whether you're trying to backdash or move at all, Ermac can hit you with this. And this has a string attached to it, 2-1, which is auto confirm, and he gets a full combo, for example. And this also has a mind game on it, where I'll get into this special move. It's I forgot to mention, Ermac isn't just a strike throw character. The reason he's such a good pressure character is because he's a cancel character. Every one of these strings he does can be canceled into a dash cancel, meaning he can cancel 1-2 into a special move, which this is a special move right here. It's kind of like a low blast, but he can cancel this mirrorlessly. So every string, every button you're doing has a mind game on it. You see how, like, basically I can cancel anything I want into that. So that's why we're stand 2. If I caught you moving and I cancel this, you can hit confirm this into a full combo, and if you're blocking, I can grab you. So right off the bat, you see how that whole thing works. Back to this mid is this is why I say Ermac's ones are insane. So he has a stand 2 which reaches really far, but it is a high, so you're like, okay, I could duck it maybe. Now he has back 2. Back 2 is a 14 frame mid that completely checks you. You can't jump, so you know how some people like do this and like try to mash after your strings. If I check you with this, you basically is like the ultimate mid check, and I can cancel it. If I see a hit, I can confirm. So he has a really good mid. Back 2, the reason this mid is so strong is because back 2-4 itself doesn't have a gap, and you know, since I can cancel this anytime I cancel back 2, I can do this. You can't combo that, but you know, that's a mind game. If I cancel this, I get a full combo, and I have a full string back to 4-2. And this is kind of a mind game to where if you're gonna try to press after this because you're expecting a cancel, I can release the whole string and all of a sudden you're full screen, right? So bam, bam, bam. Now when I get to the counterplay of Ermac, how to fight against him, I'll cover this string, because getting hit by that is actually kind of beneficial to you, unless it's like last round or like last because and then there's other mind games with this, so you don't always want to just, you know, but we'll get to it. But yeah, back 2-4. So I'd say his main strings 1-2, back 2-4, and then you know 1-2 and back 2-4 have mind games. You can do 1-2-3, safe on block. You can do this. This is also safe on block. The last hit does have an armor gap, but obviously this string is safe, so you don't have to do that. And stand 2-1. This is an auto confirm, so if they get hit by stand 2, you can just auto confirm it in 2-1-2. And this string by itself is also -7. So right off the bat, all his strings are safe, and they have I'm pretty sure this string has a gap on it, but of course, like I said, you can cancel it. So anytime you can cancel, the gap doesn't really matter because you can just bait armor. Back 4-2 is an overhead, and this overhead also ties into his cancel, so he gets a combo off of it. And it's also another pressure tool, so if you block overhead, even though you blocked it, there's a mind game where he can dash cancel, grab you, dash cancel. Remember, the reason the dash cancel is so strong is he can do this forward and back. Like, I'm sure when you watch Ermac players, They do that, right? Like this is what I mean. This is why I say this character is like he does have a high skill ceiling, and that's why I think he's designed so well. Because my opinion of how top tier characters should work, which I've talked about before, if you're gonna be a good character and have a lot of good tools, I just want good characters to have some sort of skill ceiling, which is, you know, I've talked about in my previous videos, which is my problem with like the top 5 characters in this game right now, like Homelander, Havoc, Sindel, Scorpion, Pharah, you know, Natara. I don't think those characters really require. I don't think they're hard to play, and I've been playing Homelander just for fun, so I definitely can back up that statement. Alright, let me talk about Ermac's walk speed. His walk speed in general is really good, and you know, when you mix this in that with dash cancels, that character's just moving. And if I show you how much bar he builds, I'll get to that. That you'll see how this character really functions. I mean, you guys have probably watched this character. I know like Rewind plays him, and a lot of other people play him, but Rewind picked this character up, and I actually think this character fits Rewind in a great way. So definitely let me pick up. 4-2 also has an ender, so same thing as the other strings. If you're trying to check Ermac after this, then he could just let this go, and it also sends you full screen. So yep, you can just take that hit, and Ermac can do that to keep himself fully safe. In terms of anti-airs, Ermac's down 2 is pretty good. Like, he's not really struggling the craziest. Stand 1 is really good too. And of course, if you know, if those two aren't good, you always have up block. So not really struggling in the anti-air department, I'd say. Aside from that, what other normals do you have? Forward, back 3, useless normal. Don't use that, please. Forward, well, stand 3, I guess. It's like a combo extender, really. It's not really that crazy, but it does have like a little cheeky mind game on it. So if they don't know this, this hits low right there. And aside from that, forward 4. Let me talk about this string. So forward 4, it's an advancing high, but remember, it's a high. So if somebody's poking, LOS, but it's great in pressure. So you can do forward 4 into this special move he has, the float cancel. Now the normal one, if I do that, it's unblockable, but the EX jails, so I can use this to continue pressure, and that's kind of like your main mirrorless route. So if I like hit you with anything into cancel, I'll do forward 4 that into, you know, his standing or 2, which is another combo string. That's really more for combos right there, not for pressure. But yeah, that's pretty much all strings. Now let me talk about his throw, because this character his throw might possibly be the most broken throw in the game. Just because, well, it's no, it's not really unreact. It kind of is unreactable. Now, let me tell you why. The range on his throw, I just want you to just look at it, okay? I'm gonna just walk up to Kung Lao. I just want you to look at his throw. Okay, now that may look normal, but let's say I stand here. And now let me play Lao. Okay, so you see how I'm like, you know, I'm right here and swiffing, right? Now if I play Ermac, you guys see that. So Ermac's throw, he actually just sucks you in. Like, it's not your typical let me get in your face and grab you. His throw actually has extended range, which is why it's so broken. Because the fact that he gets combos off of his throw means he can grab you from a range where you don't think he's even close enough. So I can do like this, or grab you, and I get a full combo. You know, that's basically it. So his throw is very cheap. Like, it's very broken, to be honest with you. And bam, bam, and then, you know, you get the teleport. So throw is really good. Now let's talk about specials. So the first one I talked about, Fair Punch. This on block is minus 15 itself. If you hold it, actually plus on block. But you know, you're mainly using this button, I mean this special move, to cancel your strings. And some of these cancels are actually plus. If you EX cancel, you actually get plus cancels, because you see how fast he recovers. If you guys want to test if something is like plus, you can put them on jump, and whoever jumps first is more plus. So if I you know, you see that's like neutral right there. He also does this. So this is like neutral as well. If I EX this, I'm probably plus. Yeah, I'm plus right there, like +1, +2. So yeah, his cancels are either like -2 or they're plus. So right off the bat, you see how crazy his pressure is, and the fact that he can cancel off anything. So if I catch you moving your stand 2, or full combo. If I catch you with overhead, full combo. If I catch you 1-2, full combo. Same thing, you know. Full combo everywhere. If I catch you with, what else he got? Yeah, this, full combo. So, you know, even if I catch you with this, somehow, full combo. So you pretty much see he's getting combos off pretty much all of his strings. Now this is probably something you've seen with this special move. If you guys have watched Ermac. He can keep canceling like this as much as he wants, right? Now this does have execution tied to it. Basically what you're pressing is you're pressing back, forward, 1 into back repeatedly. So it definitely does take some practice. If you don't play Ermac a lot, like I barely play Ermac, so my cancels are very crusty. You definitely have to practice them. But if you look at the bar build, like the amount of meter he builds from just canceling, and you can't really do anything about this, right? Like the character's just moving, right? Let's say I did have him. I'm gonna do the easy version. Let's see if you're doing that backwards, but really fast. So you see how much bar he's building? He's building about half a bar just from 3 of them. So this character pretty much always has bar. And, you know, this is also using pressure, so even when you're putting your pressure on block, you see how much bar I'm building in the bottom left? Like I just built like half a bar with like 3 cancels. Now remember, I can cancel any part of my button, so if you're waiting for 1-2 and then if you're waiting for the cancel after 1-2, I can do stand 1, back 2. And then after that I can move forward, back or forward at any time. This is why, I mean, this character's like, his pressure is insane. Probably like, he probably has the top 1 pressure in the game, other than maybe like Johnny, you know, or because I don't really count Homelander as pressure. He's just mixing you. But like in terms of like block pressure characters, other than like Johnny and Ermac, Raiko is up there as well because he has like looping plus frames and mix. Yeah, his pressure is insane. Well, Kenji too. But so yeah, his pressure is insane. Back forward 2, this is wake up. Now this actually is a high, so you might be wondering, oh, it's not the best, but it's armored, which means, you know, you have an armor move, pretty fast as well, 15 frames, not the slowest. And with most cameos, I'm using Janet, and Janet is the best cameo by far. Ermac players, you know, they might say something else. He does have a lot of good cameo options, but Janet by far is the best one, like free. And yeah, he basically gets an armor launcher, so when you do this, Janet, teleport, and that's 19% off his armor, so anytime there's a gap, for example, if Lau does this, you know, and I try to armor him, I could do like this. Armor into NRS, please fix the Janet input. I just want to touch on this for a second. Can we please make it so that if you want 3 Janets, can we just hold forward? Why do I gotta mash it? Why do I gotta mash it, man? I know, like, you can time it maybe, but, like, I'll just make it simple, man. I hate mashing cameos. Like, I just gotta mash R1. But yeah, you do that, you get 19% off his armor launcher, so really good armor launcher. And in the corner, you actually get full combo. So if I do that into bam, bam, and then, you know, you get the, so you can do like this. I can get the Janet out. This would be amazing. This would be amazing if she can come out. Alright, so you basically get a combo. You understand? Like, yeah, there you go. Oh my god, I actually cannot do Janet. Save my life. Yo, please make this input easier. Yeah, so he gets an armor launcher. It is a high though, so if I think Ermac is gonna wake up, I can do a sweep, down forward, poke, whatever it is. And yeah, so that's a high. Now he does have a float, just like Sindel's, but his float, it is different between Sindel's float and Ermac's float. Ermac's float is balanced, right? So he can go in the air for like a second or two. And he can't really move. He can't move in his float. He can do a jump attack, but he can't move. His float is kind of just like an air stall. And yeah, it's a balanced float. You can use it in pressure, like I said. It's it's mainly for his combo routes, but it's a balanced version of a float. Now back forward 3, this is a full combo launcher. This is like your meterless launcher. So if I do like, if I hit you with 1-2 and punish you, I can do this. And this is where his meterless routes come in. As you can see, this is like, so I do this, dash cancel, and then that's where I use this string. And remember this, anytime, the reason why this character is also really strong, anytime this character hits you, he's hitting you with a safe jump. Brother, I actually cannot get Janet to come out. This is sad. Please, Janet. I'm trying to record a video here. Thank you. So yeah, he'll do that, and then he'll end this combo with that. So that's 37% mirrorless, by the way. That's why I could do, like, you know, if basically if Kung Lao does his armor now, which is punishable, and I block that, I can 1-2, bam, 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 dash cancel, this air string, bam, 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 into, I don't know why he's breaking, but into, you know, safe jump in the corner. So mirrorless combo route, and this special move actually has a funny property on it. So by the way, if you guys block the special move, it is minus 32, but I promise you, it is like the most weird punish you'll ever do. Because for some reason, NRS loves putting pushback on special moves, or just on moves that are punishable. So even though you block this, if you try to stand jab it, so let's say, oh, I blocked it. Yeah, brother, he's all the way over there, so you gotta dash all the way up. So just keep that in mind if you block this. But for some reason, I don't know if this is a bug or not, like people just don't talk about it, because again, I think Ermac is top 10, but barely anyone plays him, other than maybe like 2-3 people, because he is a high skill ceiling character. But again, why would you play Ermac when you could play Homelander? But this move actually has like a, you spend bar, it's still minus 32, but if you look at what it says in the right here, on hit or block, I mean obviously it's not a bug because they put it in here, on hit or block, cancel when to forward or back that. So even though it's technically punishable, you can cancel this. Which that's where, remember I said, like, you know, if you're like trying to press after this, like trying to press after, like if you're taking the hit of this string right here, Ermac can play a mind game with you. So if I think you're gonna press, I can cancel that, and that's a full combo. If I try to stand one you, or do dash up to check your dash, I get full combo launched. So that's where the mind game comes in. Now remember, it is a high, so you know, if I'm Kung Lao, I mean, you're never gonna read this off an Ermac player, but it is a high, so how on OS I can just poke you. But yeah, that special move has a weird property on it for some reason. But aside from that, those are mainly specials. Oh, there's this right here. Aside from the cancels and obviously his pressure, this right here is what I think makes this character insanely good. So he has this one special called Death Embrace. It's basically a shield. So what this does is you put it on, and it's active for like, I think like 10 seconds or so. So if we just wait, it's gonna, yeah, it's active for like 6-7 seconds. Now what this does is, if Ermac gets hit, so if I'm playing Kung Lao and I do this, if Ermac gets hit while this is happening, look at his health bar. I just did a full combo, and this combo by itself, by the way, does like, how much damage does this combo do? That combo does 39%, 38.7, right? So if I'm Ermac, I do this, and I have 3 bars or whatever it is. I just tanked the whole 38% combo. Now instead of taking your health, it takes your bar. Now the reason this move is so good, because Ermac, like we talked about before, doesn't really struggle with building bar. He can build bar neutral, you know, if he just feels like it. And you see, like I said, my cancels are crusty, but imagine if you actually main Ermac and practice these every day. Yeah, like you're not, you know, it's not the hardest. Still pretty, it's still pretty. It does have a skill gap to it. But if you're just canceling, and remember, this is not just canceling in neutral, you're canceling in pressure. You see how much bar I'm building just off doing this. Like I just built a bar. And remember, like you may be saying, oh, I can poke or armor. You can, but anytime you can just block and bait you. He can, anytime I'm doing this, he can grab you. And oh, you got grabbed. Full combo. So let's say you're holding these cancels. You're like, I'm not scared. Let me just hold the cancels. Full grab. Janet doesn't like me, but you know. Janet teleport. And that also gives him a safe jump. And let's say I loop into each other. Bam. So you just took 17%. And you're like, oh, he doesn't have Janet anymore. But Janet has cooldowns really quick. And even if he forward grabs you, that right there is 14%. Because Janet has a 14% forward grab. So he's building all this bar. So really, realistically, all Ermac needs. And he's already doing hella damage, like I said. Like, Ermac does not struggle in the damage department. So don't worry about that. 32. Bam, 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 and you get the point. So he doesn't really struggle with damage like that. And since you're building all that bar, you basically get a health lead with this character. And you can just start tanking. Like, if you just put this on. And while, oh, I forgot to mention, while you have this on, by the way, you can build bar. I can still do everything I'm doing. Which means anytime I get hit, I'm not taking any damage. I'm instead taking, you're instead just taking my bar away. So, as you see, the trade-off for him is insane. Like, he loses his bar and doesn't take damage. And he doesn't really struggle about, worry about bar, because characters is building bar like crazy in general. And also, if you want to cancel this and save your bar, so let's say Lao hits me, I can actually cancel this if I want to, with down stand switch. I could just cancel this and take it off anytime. I think, right? Yeah, there you go. So you can just take it off. Now, like I said, his projectile game isn't the craziest, but he has this low projectile. This actually low profiles some high projectiles, so if Lao throws his hat, I can low profile this. You know, if I time it right. And it also trades. Since it's not clashing with that, it goes under. It also trades. So, and if you instant air, it gets a fast projectile. It can also be done off his float. And with Janet, you can't jump on him either. So if you want to, you know, go for a chip out situation, this and the Janet covers both options. And this move also has the EX property, which is really cheap. It does cost 2 bars, but if Ermac jumps and EXs it, he actually gets a launcher. Now this is plus probably like 100, yeah. It's plus 100. So if you get mixed by this, I get a full combo. I don't really know the route, but it does a lot of damage, let's just say that. So he has a mix up off of jumping. So like literally like Dark Side if you guys play Injustice, you got a mix up, so you can also cancel this off as forward 4. So instead of an overhead, I do like this, which is very broken. But it does cost 2 bars, so it's not, you know, it's not crazy. You know, it doesn't need a nerf because it does cost 2 bars. So that's why I think this character is real. I'm telling you, it's like NRS cooks with some characters. Like this character, I think they actually cooked. They made him really good, have a high skill ceiling, and even his broken stuff like that has cost 2 bars, so it makes sense. And then you got characters like Homelander, who don't make any sense. Like it's just like, it's like the design choice, or like how Havoc got buffed. It's like the balanced decisions they make are so random. You know, it's like every time I think in the patch they did something good, oh, another character just got a brain dead change, and now they're gonna dominate the meta for 2 more months. And it just feels like they have been doing that for like pretty much the whole life cycle of MK, but. Yeah, this is our Ermac breakdown, not a. He also has a teleport. It's pretty slow, but you know, if you can catch somebody zoning, get a full combo. EX1 gives you a full combo too. This is actually a really good damage route. So if you want to cash out on damage, and you hit this, like his damage here, yeah, that's like what 42 in the corner. You get like 44. Those damage there is insane. His fatal blow is also an amazing fatal blow. Pretty much like top 10 in the game fatal blow. It's a projectile. And it's not only a projectile, it eats your projectile. So anytime he has fatal blow, if you throw a projectile at him, yeah, you're dead. Thanks for playing, pretty much. So, you know, if I'm Lao and I forgot he had fatal blow, you're dead. It eats your project. Literally just eats your whole projectile. And it's armor too, so I do that, I can react to that, and it combos off all his routes pretty easy. So if I like hit you with 1-2, you know, or forward 4, whatever it is, I can just do that. Like 1-2, bam, bam, you're dead. And if you're wondering if he struggles with combo picks up, no, he still has his EX, still has his lift. And this lift EX, which I forgot to mention as well, this is so plus on hit, like this is plus 200. So you know, if you catch someone jumping and it's like a hard conversion, so if I do that, that's why you can combo off slow like I showed before. You can do like this, so you don't, even though his overhead leads to the most damage, you don't want to like just block overhead all the time, because if he catches your toes, he gets a full combo like that too. And you're able to activate the shield, do this whole combo route, do that into the safe jump, into time to party. But yeah, that's pretty much Ermac in a nutshell. Now let me cover Janet cameo real quick. Well, not real quick. Let me cover her and why she's his best. So not only does Janet give him throw combos, which I'll be honest, if you're not playing Ermac, if you're not playing cameo with him that gives him throw combos, because I know he has other good cameos like Sonya and Scorpion is good. I heard Tremor might be good. Kung Lao has like a little setup, you can do like a harder blockable. But the reason I think Janet is the best is because just getting throw combos in the first place is insanely good. Like, because he's a strike throw character. His literally, like, his whole archetype is just cancel pressure until you just sit there. Oh, you're sitting there? Grabbed you, full combo, save jump. Oh, you're sitting there again? Grabbed you, bam, 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 and then again. And that just did, if you think about it, 17% grabs. I just did 34% to your health with 2 grabs. So, and his forward grab does 14. What else does Janet give him? She also gives him, anytime he uses projectile, you can anti-air, so this is good for closeouts, really good for closeouts. So I'm playing Ermac and I think I'm trying to close you out. If you try to jump that, I can anti-air you, you know, full combo for that. And aside from those two, he also has, I don't know how to do these routes, so it's not gonna happen with me. But you guys know Janet has this stance. And brother, if you, anytime he lands this, you can do this, bam, 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 and he gets like mid-screen. He gets, if you guys want to watch Rewind, he has these routes down on locked. But pretty much anytime he touches you and spends his bar, if he has full Janet and he does his combo route, this combo does like 43% mid-screen. In the corner, if he hits you with that, like if I do, for example, if I hit you with this, you Janet, I can do like this, and then she'll do, you know, I've never live this, so I don't know how to use it, but you can get pretty much 52 to 55 in the corner. So, that means anytime Ermac touches you, and he has this, you're taking 50%. So, not only does she give him grab combos, and even in the corner, his grab combos are even stronger, because obviously you get this route, 20 into a safe jump. So like, let's say I do this for example, bam, 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 bam. 34, and then let's say you're finally blocking. Oh, grabbed you again. Bam, bam, bam. So you see how this character is pretty much constantly mixing you. He's always pressuring you. Anytime he gets near you, you gotta guess between throw or strike. So yeah, this character is really good. And the reason I say underrated again is because I know people know he's good, but I feel like I think he's like, I'm basically trying to make this video to show you guys how good I think this character is. I think this character is literally like top 10. Yeah, he's kind of insane. Now, how to fight against this character? You don't want to play close up, like, brother. You do not want to play here. Like, you don't. Unless you have like a good armor or a parry, which pre-patch, you know, Johnny's parry was really good against Ermac, which is why I haven't played that matchup since Johnny's armor got nerfed. But for example, like, if you don't have a good parry or armor to deal with his cancel pressure, get away from him. Like, you want to play here or you want to play here. Like, you don't want to play close to Ermac because his pressure is like second to none. Like, I'd say it's pretty much the best in the game. Like, Johnny's pressure is really good just because of his frame data. The fact that Ermac can grab combo you any second, and he just has insane cancels, and he's building bar 24/7. I think his pressure is probably the best in the game. So he's the best pressure character. He has throw combos, great fatal blow, great space control. The only thing he lacks in is, you know, his mid-range to full screen isn't the strongest because this projectile isn't that crazy, and teleport is pretty slow. So he does struggle with like some really good zoning. So yeah, definitely just want to stay away from this character. Mix up how you react to his cancels. So when he's doing this, mix up your armor, mix up jumping, mix up poking. And one thing I forgot to mention, you guys are wondering why can't you just check him every time? So remember the back two string I showed you? So if Ermac does this and you poke, you get full combo every time. So you can't poke like reliably. Now if you're like, oh okay, I'll just back up, remember you can cancel and go forward. So if I read you're gonna back up, I just caught you. You know, whereas I could do like bam bam bam. So you basically get what I'm saying. So I could do this into float, dash up mid, and that catches you right there. So you're basically guessing on his cancels pretty much. So you want to mix up your options, and in general, do not get into the corner against this character. Like if there's any situation you want to avoid against Ermac, try to avoid the corner and try to avoid playing close to him. That's how I'd say fight against him. Like he's just really good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Once again, thank you guys for watching. As always, I appreciate y'all. And definitely let me know what ideas y'all got next. And with that, I'm going to end the video there. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.